So today was CPI day. I was actually able to take a 10-point ES trade right after CPI came out. And then the market opened. Didn't follow my plan on taking a 35 level short and ended up with a red day. So let's go and go into the recap from green to not following my plan to red. Here's the stream recap. Happy Tuesday. Exciting morning so far. In case you missed it, CPI came out. Here's the results. Biden speaks on inflation at 9 o'clock. Normally, he doesn't really say anything. Like, he says things, but he's not actually saying anything. So most likely we'll be okay there. Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be a heavy day with FOMC. And massive rip, though. Massive rip across the board. ES pumped right prior to CPI, and then obviously CPI comes out and it pumps even more. 40.50 up to 41.80. 130 point ripper on the ES, and then same thing with the NAS, ripped right before all the way up to 39, and it ripped from 900. So 430 point rip on the NAS, 130 or 40 point rip on the ES. I actually took a trade this morning, so recapping, I didn't take any more trades yesterday on the account. And this is where I took it. So I was looking at, so we floated up to 41.80. We came back down. Normally we retrace these wicks on like a big news event like this. Normally we will put in a wick and then we retrace it a good amount typically. And so I wanted to see if that was going to be the case. So I waited a full candle to see kind of like what we were looking like, and decided to get in. I took about a point of drawdown. This is what the actual trade looks like on the range chart, so you can see a little bit more. I got in at 24.75 and the low was at 23.75 that I experienced. I experienced a 1 point drawdown for a 10-point ripper, and had a nice little run up there. And that trade lasted a minute and 42 seconds. That being said, we kind of hung out at that 41.40 level for a bit, which is that prior high that I was talking about. Still kind of around there. I imagine we open up there, honestly. So we'll see what happens. I'm not super interested in trading 41.40 from here on out, but we'll see what today brings us. We are working on the $5,000 holiday account, ES trades only. Right, so if you're just tuning in, yesterday we started it, today we were continuing it. Started at 5,000 bucks, paid 500 just now, so we're chilling. See what happens. I'd be down for a push into 35. I think honestly, like 32 makes a lot of sense as well. Just like the bottom of this wick. I'm basically looking at this candle right here. The bottom of this wick up into the actual open or close of this candle. So 32 to 35 looks pretty interesting as like a top of the range potential. If we get to test point of control again, I'll take the short there. Looks like I get it. Yeah, filled. Got a little bit of buyers trying to step up here. It's a quick 3 points. Break of 35, I think, is not clean. Looks like it wants 33 potentially. So wait and see what happens at 35. All right, I gotta kill it. Not interested in that. That was a clean break of 35 so far. If we get back inside the range, it's one thing, but I don't want to hold on to something that could like actually pop clean into like the 40s and higher. That trade was a minute and 52 seconds. First trade was a minute and 42 seconds. Pretty clean there on not holding on to something for forever. All right, going in for the lows at 111. 111 cracks, then it's VWAP, I think, which I'll be interested in taking a quick stab on if I can get it. Very close to getting filled. That was like 2 to 3 ticks away from getting filled. Almost 10 points up already. That kind of sucks. And now they're about to flip it green and rotate it all the way back up to 35. I'm taking a long here. Cracking like 10 points down. I'm not interested anymore. And that will also probably be very close to our daily limit. But we're at the bottom of the range right now. So looking for a pop to the upside, I think makes a lot of sense. Looking at point of control. Quick sweep to the downside. I just put in the excess buy tick. And the true VWAP test. First true VWAP test. Nothing to be done yet. We're just hanging out at VWAP. Value area low, VWAP. NAS just printed a little short-term prior low, but it has not cracked the other low at 57. I gotta kill it here. The continued sweep into the hundreds just is not it. We still got those blocks to downside. I'm down 490, 480, 48. So from plus 500 to minus 488 is currently where we're at. 2 losing trades on the regular trading hour session, 1 winning trade pre-market. So I'm essentially like right there for the required done a day. Like basically right there. I would have to be like actual sniper mode, and I do not see any sniper style entries potentially at play anytime soon.